All right, guys, happy Friday. So today we're going to be going over some trades we made this week. We had a very good week. I think we're actually we're going to go over them right now, but I think we're actually undefeated this week. I don't think we took any losses on any new trades that we got into. But as you guys can see, we're up $379 for the week, which isn't bad, guys. If we take a look at the Dow Jones, it's actually around the same amount of points that we're up this week, how much we made, which is kind of funny. So yeah, the points were up 383 points for the week, but as you can see, not much was going on. We're still sort of in that consolidation mode in this past month, guys. If we take a look here, yes, we've gained 1,000 points on the Dow, but I mean, not too much has happened. It's been this up and down trend. Yeah, so we're up $427 for the day. We're actually down, mostly off Tesla. I own 14 shares of them, so whenever that stock is super volatile, I tend to take a hit when it goes down. But when it's up, we've made some money on Tesla, guys. We made all the dough on Tesla. I do not complain when Tesla has a down day. They're allowed to have a couple down days every once in a while. We're gonna go over some shares we purchased first this week. If we're taking a look at the first one we ended up getting into, I believe was GE. So yeah, GE, guys, we are up. So I only bought 20 shares, right? This is only $127 for 20 shares. And we got another cost of $5.64 when I called it, and we are at $6.38 now. So, that is almost the entire dollar of a gain in this week. And let's take a look here. We got them at a 52-week low almost, too. So I was super stoked on that. And we bought 18 shares on May 13th and also 2 shares on May 15th. So we just increased our position 2 shares this week. But this has been something that I've been looking at the past 2 weeks that I've liked, kept my eyes on. So yeah, super hyped on GE, guys. This company's been around for a while, guys. They're not the greatest dividend company, but and if we take a look at their 3-month, guys, they're actually lower than when everything was down. So if we take a look, they bottomed out at 6.11 on March 23rd, my birthday, of course, when everything bottomed out for some reason. Lucky me this year. But yeah, so it bottomed out on March 23rd, and then it had an uptrend, which every other stock did. It started going up, but then we see it came back down, and that was due to some problems they're having through their company. And you can see it bottomed out at 549, and we got in at 564. So I'm super hyped to be in this, guys. We have 127 equity in. I only put in $112 right there, and we've already made $14 in a week. So over 13% return in a week. That is great right there. So yeah, that was the first stock that we got into this week, and that is a good one. Now, guys, the reasoning of me getting into the stock, normally I play it off of charts and, my analysis and stuff and my indicators. But this one, we are just super close to a 52-week low, and this is a great company and a great stock. So I was like, you know what? I like the way this is looking. Let's get in. And so far, it's been treating us right. So this is going to be something I continue to hold on forever. And I wish I bought more. That's the only thing I could always say, guys. I wish I bought more. At the time, we were in some contracts, so I didn't have all the buying power that I would like. But yeah, something that we got into, guys. I'm glad to have it on my portfolio. So let's take a look at the next stock, Denny's, now. So yeah, guys, same thing with Denny's. We hopped in 10 shares, $100 of equity in there. We're only up $6, but that's almost 7% return for us. So I'm super stoked on that. And guys, little bits of money counts like this on your portfolio. I promise you that. You may think, okay, I can only, I'm only getting 10 shares. I'm not going to see any difference. But over time, gradually, you guys will see huge gains. And it's consistently putting money into the market and consistently adding to your positions that you will see money over time. Yes, I only bought 10 shares right now, but my plan is to buy 10 shares every week for the next 10 weeks, guys. This is a stock right here that hasn't recovered quite yet since the last drop. They have recovered since their low on March 17th March 18th at $5, which imagine if we got in at $5 right now, guys. We'd already be at 50% return at the moment. But us getting in at $10, if we ride it back to 20, we could still get that 50% return we're looking for. And yeah, another reason that I got it, besides seeing that it's at a low point right now and at a good price that I like personally, because guys, I see these prices that are attractive. That's what makes me get into some shares. It's not always going to be, bar charts and my indicators. When it comes to shares, a lot of times just me looking at the price and being like, damn, like I remember when that stock was very, very high. That's a good price right there. So that's like I'm saying here at Denny's, guys. And also, another thing that I liked with this company is they beat earnings last quarter when many companies didn't. So I'm super stoked on that. So yeah, we actually bought a couple shares earlier this week, and then we actually upped it up some more today, 9 hours ago during the market hours today. So yeah, Denny's, guys, this is going to be a long ride right here. Even if you guys are only trying to squeeze it to 15, I can see the stock getting to 15 if you wanted to get out then. But this is a long hold, not a dividend stock, but this is going to be a growth stock for us. And guys, Denny's is huge. I guarantee there's a Denny's literally in almost every corner here in San Diego. Denny's is a huge American company. Everyone knows what Denny's is. So yeah, we're gonna get in this stock and we're gonna hold this for a long time. And if you guys want to know the next time that I call a share buy for this, be in my chat, guys. It's the first link in the description, and you guys will be notified in my chat below anytime I enter in any options, any shares, or anything like that. And I'll also, guys, provide you guys with market news. So yeah, everyone, going from Denny's over to AT&T. Now, if we take a look at AT&T, guys, this has been something that I was looking at on my indicators. So yeah, this is something that I actually did base off my indicators for AT&T. So if I take off my indicators right here and just show you guys my graph, I could see, and you guys know the market moves in waves and patterns. So just taking a look right here, not just off the way this looks, but you know, I also make it off my indicators. But if we just take a look here, guys, if we create the line of resistance about around this point right here is where it looks like it is. So let's place that. So we're going to say this is the bottom line of resistance where it seems to bottom out the most. So yeah, this is the trend right now for AT&T. If we take a look, guys, it seems to bottom out here around the 27 point. We see back in March it bottomed out, and then again in April 3rd. And then we can see it was just consolidating over here, and then it bottomed out again actually on May 14th. So we got into this stock. We're gonna planning on the take. You could take it if you're playing this short term. You could ride it to 31.50, but we're gonna play this long term, and we're gonna take it all the way back to where it was previously, guys. We're gonna ride this back to $40 right here. This has also been a stock that hasn't really, you know, it's bottomed out a couple times since the coronavirus, which we really haven't seen. You know, if we take a look at its competitor Verizon right here, or I wouldn't really say competitor, but I'd say a company that's super similar to it. If we take a look at Verizon, guys, look at that. They've only rallied from this. They're all the way back up to where they were. AT&T, you guys, is still at a lower point than where it was when it was before everything dropped. So yeah, this is a buy we got into. We're only up 75 cents, but we literally just got in it when May 21st this week, and not much really took place. But yeah, this is going to be a stock we're going to be holding for the long term here. Two stocks that I've been happy on getting into my portfolio that I've wanted to for a while. Even though it's 5 shares, you got to get in your portfolio, guys. You got to get those positions in. You got to diversify. But 2 shares that I've been super stoked on getting in this year is Verizon and AT&T, to be honest. Those are 2 stocks that I've been looking at for a while. All last year, I'm glad to finally get in them. And if you guys are still watching, drop a like right now. It super helps me in the algorithm on YouTube, and that's the best way to help support these videos. But yeah, so taking a look at Pepsi, guys, we actually got into some options on Pepsi today. So we got in around this point right here around this time in the morning. But even though it ended up on this point, the way, you know, it was so up and down that it kind of changed the strike price a little bit. So we're down $3 for the day, but we're playing this into next week. And guys, normally I don't get in options on Friday, especially on 3-day weekend. And yeah, guys, Monday's going to be closed for Memorial Day, so there will be no trading that day. So we're going to be holding the stock till Tuesday. So there is a lot of time for news to come out, for anything to happen. But we only got into 1 contract for that reasoning at $234. We're playing it safe, just something light, because we don't really want it to ruin our entire portfolio. If we load it up, it's just not the smart thing to do. But I do like the way Pepsi is setting up. So if we come over here to Trading View and we take a look at Pepsi, you guys. So if we come back to Pepsi, guys, very similar right here. It's been consolidating. So if we take a look right here, we'll create a line of resistance at this point. This seems to be where it kind of has been lowering out. So yeah, now we're going to create the top line of resistance where it has been basically topping out, as I'd say, like right here. We can see that's where, we can see where that's majority has dropped to, has topped out at. And if we take a look, guys, we're at that bottom point right now. We're at that bottom line of resistance. So, and we actually were below it this morning when I saw it, and then it came back up. So we're broken past that line of resistance. And guys, when we come back and see Tuesday and Wednesday go green, we may potentially hold this all the way back to $136.50 and ride it out for the next couple weeks. I hope you guys are taking notice of some of these ways that I'm picking my stocks. I also do use indicators, but I mean, if you're just looking at a chart, you can do the same with me, guys. We see a low point, we see a high point, we see a low point, we see a high point, a very similar pattern. So what's going to happen when we see a low point, high point, low point? Hopefully, if it keeps going past this low point, we're going to see the stock pull major down. But if we see it get to around here, we're going to know that it's going to keep going up all the way back to its top point right there. So that's why we only went into 1 contract, because we're still at that low point to where it can flip. But I do like the way it's set up, and but I do like the way this is set up, and I do see Pepsi rallying to 136.50. So we're going to be waiting. So yeah, we're holding this to at least 136.50 if we can, depending on Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And guys, quick mental note before you guys leave. Remember, markets are closed Monday. So if you log into Robinhood and see, whoa, Nothing's changed. That is why there's no trading going on Monday. So we're gonna see you guys all Tuesday. I'm gonna be making some videos this weekend, going over my plays for this week. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of my weekly recap. And everyone have a good one.